Sequences and series or patterns is in paper 1 and it comes up every year. So just to go over what you have in your formula tables, it's on page 22 in your formula tables and it's called sequences and series. And the two formula that we need to know for ordinary level are these two here, T of n and S in n. Up here in the top right hand corner, it tells you what they mean. In the following, Tn is the nth term and Sn is the sum of the first n terms. So the nth term is just what is the 8th term or the 12th term or the 152nd term, whatever it might be. Sn is the sum of the first n terms. So that means the sum means you add all the previous terms together and see what you get. So that would be the sum. So again, over at the side, they make very clear what every letter stands for. So over here we said where A is the first term and D is the common difference. So I'm going to be using these two formula throughout the next set of questions. So we'll go straight to 2019. So 2019, paper 1, and it comes up in question 8. It's the second part of question 8. In my papers, it's page 19. So it actually comes out as a financial maths question, but it is actually all sequences and series. So a company was set up in January 2016 to repair engines. In the first month of its existence, the company made a loss of €4,000. This loss reduced by €250 a month, and for each month that the company traded. So you have to subtract 250 each month from the loss, okay? Complete the table below to show the company's loss or profit for each of the first 6 months of trading. So we start off with minus 4,000 because it said it had a loss of 4,000. And that is actually my first term. So I've labeled them T1, T2, T3, and so on. So that's A, our first term, minus 4,000. And because they reduce the loss by 250, it already gives it to you, you add 250. So add 250 and we fill in the rest of the table. So that should be fine. Show that the profit the company makes in a month N is given by the formula. T of N is 250 minus 4,250. 250N minus 4,250. So, as I said, we know A is minus 4,000. That's the first term. So that's A. D is always the common difference. So what are we doing? We're adding 250. So it's plus 250. Now, in your formula tables, we have this formula. T of N is equal to A plus N minus 1 times D. And I tell you to move your D to the front of the bracket so that you don't make a mistake. So let's sub in. T of N is equal to A, which is minus 4,000, pops in there, plus, I've put my D in here just to add in an extra step so you'll see what I'm doing, N minus 1. So minus 4,000 plus, well, our D is 250, so it pops in there, N minus 1. Minus 4,000 is brought down. Multiply out the brackets. 250 by N is 250N, and 250 by minus 1 is minus 250. Minus 4,000 minus 250 is minus 4,250, and my 250N is there. So I get T of N is equal to 250N minus 4,250, which is what we were asked to prove. Okay, next part of the question. What profit does the company make in January 2018? So they actually don't even get you to try and work it out. We know that it started in 2016, but they actually tell you that that's the 25th month, so that's fine. So month is the 25th month, so we call it T25, and we just fill in the formula, and that's why the formula are so useful. A lot of these questions you can do without the formula, but a lot of them you have to be able to work the formula. So the T of N is our formula, is equal to 250N minus 4,250 in this question. So the T of 25, sub in 25 for N, and you work it out, multiply 250 by 25, bring down your 4,250, and you end up making a profit of 2,000. So that's when you sub in N. Okay, let's look at the next part of the question. Give me a second while I get set up here. And it says, sorry,